Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Twin Flame Meditation. Pardon me, my voice today. We're Anna and Catrina from the Twin Flame Way. I'm Catrina.
I'm Ann.
Let me scoot over so we're both in the shot here. Okay. So we are so glad that you are joining us. We realized we had a little time change up. So we're just kind of chat for a minute and let it be real casual so that people can kind of come on, because we know this is a different time than people are used to, and we just now sent the reminder out. So Ann and I have been on a weekend trip away with all of our 5 kids, and so we just sort of scooted in the last minute to come and teach this meditation today. And I'm really excited about this one. This series that I have started with you is all about claiming the masculine and feminine energy, which is a really big piece of work on the Twin Flame journey. It's about making space to integrate and harmonize with your twin, so that your energies will begin to harmonize, and you're depending on whether you're the divine feminine energy or the divine masculine. When you come into union with your twin and you both choose to commit to the process of harmonization, you'll enter your harmonious twin flame union, which is what we teach. And so from that process, you'll start harmonizing your energies together. And so during this process, you will upheave and uproot a lot of healing from past relationships, cord healing from pretty much all your relationships will have to be healed in order to perfectly harmonize with your twin. And so that's why we offer this series right now, is to help support the harmonization process. So, and you can support that now, even if you don't know your twin or you're not in union yet. You can still support that by going through the process of healing relational cords related to each chakra. And that's kind of what we have set up for you. And we're going to do a fun energy activity with your twin's energy and show you how. And it's kind of a sexy thing, so we're not going to do it today, but we're going to get ready to do it because today we're going to work on healing in the heart, and then next week we'll work on healing in the sacral chakra, and we'll talk a little bit about how energetically the poles between the masculine and feminine are opposite each other from the heart to the sacral chakra, and we'll run some energy through these chakras, and so we're going to get ready for that fun activity that's a part of this series. And so we'll get to meditating in a minute. Hi, everybody who's coming online. We'll go ahead and let you know that we are at our home, and we have kids here, so Ann might disappear from the shot if one of the kids needs a parent. So, but that's kind of what you get when you get us. So we're moms, and we have lots of kids, and we're all about sharing this gift with you guys and with our family. So it's really important that we're making space for all of that. And so we appreciate those of you who allow us to be casual like that and still come to our healing sessions. So we've seen a lot of people come online in the past 5 minutes, and we'll get ready to get started. Today we're going to work on healing in the heart space. We're going to work on clearing defense mechanisms from the heart and healing heartstrings that are connections with all of the people that we have ever loved or have loved us, or that we wanted to love us or we wanted to love. And we'll work on doing that on both the masculine and the feminine side, so that you can start to feel what it feels like in your body to run the different energies. And so in the individual body, this is outside of your energetic harmonization with your twin. Your left side is your feminine side, and your right side is your masculine side. And so right now, what we'll teach, the level I'll teach on right now, is just understanding each side symbolically. So there are feminine attributes and masculine attributes to each function of the chakra. And so today we'll work on working with the chakra. And one of the things that's important to understand when we start to teach this is that the heart is a sacred space for the divine masculine, and the sacral chakra is the sacred space for the feminine, the divine feminine. So today is all about healing in the heart, which is the sacred space for the divine masculine. And so we're going to focus today on healing for the masculine, any heart wounds, and opening the heart and applying forgiveness. And so that's sort of the core intention that we're going to be working with here. And so in order for us to offer compassion to the divine masculine, or if you are the divine masculine and you're here today, then we're still going to focus on healing ourselves, because that's the same process. So let's just go ahead and get started. We'll jump right in, and I'll talk a little bit more during the meditation about what we're doing. So you can get comfortable, seated position, tall, relaxed spine against the back of your chair, eyes closed. Deep breath in. We're going to breathe in, deeply connecting to the core. At this time, you may want to just slightly tilt your head back to relax the neck. Relax the jaw by placing the tongue on the roof of the mouth behind the 2 front teeth. Take a deep breath in and begin breathing in and just drawing the breath into the body and drawing the awareness with it slowly. Slowing down all the energy that it took to get here. This is just a time to receive the healing. It feels so nice to just relax and to listen to my voice and receive the healing that comes through. Comes from the divine. Drawing the breath in. And beginning to connect the breath with the heart. So you can do this simply by visualizing your breath coming into the heart space. And as you draw the top of the breath up, lifting the chest, opening the heart, beginning to draw the awareness there as well. I'm going to go ahead and invite you to place one hand on the left side of your heart space, just underneath the left shoulder, and place your right hand on the right side. Just going to place your hands there and run energy from your hands into the heart. And we're just going to send healing like this. Just going to send forgiveness right here. These are the grief centers in the body. So we're just going to send a healing energy into this space, allowing any heaviness that's here to just release. Returning the hands to the legs. Feeling that healing energy coming into this grief centers, into the left side and the right side, just beneath the shoulders. Feeling it just really lighten up in there. And some of you are really starting to feel how just the intention of bringing that healing energy in really begins to lighten the heart space and cause a sense of expansion. And so as we've lightened and made a little space there, beginning to move to the center of the heart chakra, the very center of the breastplate. And with the awareness pointed in there, just seeing a small pinprick of light in the heart space. Breathing in and letting it flow into the left side, that space we just cleared, filling with light, and into the right side, filling with light, expanding into the top, reaching up to the throat, and expanding down to the solar plexus. Just inviting the core essence of who we are to illuminate this space and show us where it is that we need to apply our healing intention. So we're just illuminating in this space. First, by releasing any sadness or feelings of grief that we have or regret. And then inviting in the light. Just we're going to have a peek around this place so that we can open and give and receive more love in all of our relationships, and especially with our twin. So good. Now that this space is a bright, white, illuminated space, let's begin to apply a color here. Think of the most beautiful light rose pink color that you can imagine. And just like you had a dropper full of this color, that you would just drop it right into this pool of light and watch it just kind of swirl around until this light space in the heart begins to swirl in a rosy pink hue, the color of love and compassion. It is so powerful to work with color because it carries a vibration. So just allowing that to expand. The rose color can begin to feel it swirl like a vortex, wide and fully open. All the many shades of this hue swirling together, mixed in with this bright, crystalline white light. And if you don't find yourself to be a very visual person, you can just put your hand here over your heart space and begin to rotate it. Just rotate it around in a clockwise motion. You're feeling, and we're just really opening the heart chakra right now. Good. And so as you feel like you've opened your heart chakra, you may feel at this place that a sense of pressure. And I'm feeling that some of us are feeling a sense of pressure, like we really want to open wider, but we can't. And so I'll just invite you to breathe in. Breathe into that space where there's that sense of pressure. Really lean against it. Just with your mind's eye, with your intention, lean against it on the outer expanse of the opening of the heart. It may feel stony or cold or hard. We're just going to, it's just this fortress of protection around the heart. And this is a construct that is built by the Divine Masculine to protect the heart space. And it's often built in childhood or in a past life. And so we're just going to allow this to completely crumble away. Now that we're aware of it, we're aware that at one point we built a construct to protect our hearts. And I'm speaking of us as one. You may remember back to your personal life, a time in childhood where you felt wounded in love, maybe not receiving the love that you needed or wanted from your parents, or being scorned in some way by someone who you loved. And that you may have placed this wall here to protect your heart so that you could grow through your childhood. And that's okay, but it's no longer needed. And so we'll just allow it to slowly crumble away. And as you're visualizing this arc, this stony arc around the front of your heart space as it extends in an arc around the front of your body. As you're sensing it there, you're just going to, with your intention, with your visualization, or if you'd like, with your hands in emotion, just allowing it to break and crumble and dissolve. It's old and it's archaic, and it wants to go. The energy of self-protection of the heart really just wants to crumble right away into dust. In fact, it crumbles so easily now that we see it's there and see that it no longer serves. No longer serves us. The heart wants to grow. And we release all that stands in its way. Visualizing brick by brick, stone by stone, from the left, crumbling and falling away, just becoming dust, and to the right, crumbling and falling away into dust. And finally, the dust aways into the wind. It's just an old energy that's now released and transmuted to go on to a more appropriate creation. We just reclaim that energy. We reclaim it right back into the heart, and the heart expands. And so breathing deeply into the heart space and exhaling deeply into the heart space. Just sending the healing love of compassion out just that much farther, beyond the wall which we had constructed long ago. And now we're going to work with heartstrings a little. And we're going to do it with healing intention. So it's been so painful in the past to look at the heartstrings that need healing because they've brought up grief. And in this time, we're going to use this expanse of the heart to flood these lines with compassion and forgiveness. And so feeling into the left side of our body, into the left side of our heart space, feeling into the heartstring that attaches with all the mothers. These are all of our mothers, all of our nurturers. Can be aunts or actual mother or teachers. They're all the relationship cords that you have formed that emulate the relationship with your mom, whether you knew her or not, whether she was a nurturer for you or not. Those dynamics have no power over you now. You simply flood them with compassion. You simply flood them with forgiveness, sending back in time, in generations, the healing that you are. Fully knowing that in all of these relationships, they did the best that they could. And your choice is to be free to give and receive love and compassion. This could be a lover, someone that may have rejected you. I'm speaking specifically to the masculine energies with us now. Really take a look here. If you have been protecting your heart because your mom or a past lover or a current lover has in some way criticized you or rejected you or abandoned you, And just take that power back. Just take it back right now. Putting up the defense is a misuse of your power. It's disempowering to you, because what you really want and what really heals is to give and to receive love. And so just with that intention, passing that energy into those cords, into those heartstrings, so that we give to ourselves and back in time to those relationships what we needed. We overcome. And so for the feminine energies here, placing your right hand over your heart and speaking into the heart space to the divine masculine. I am sorry for the pain that you have felt in the tender, sacred space of your love and your heart. I give you my healing compassion. And I honor you. I honor your sacred space. It feels so good to give and to receive that energy. And so let's work on the right side, on the masculine side. And so just placing your hand, because we're just going to connect the awareness over, we're way over here on the left side, and we're going to just connect the awareness over here on the right. Breathing in, place your hand there so that when you breathe into that space, you can really connect your awareness into that side of the chakra. There, yes. So many strings, many heartstrings. And all of the masculine relationships that we've had. The father, the teacher, bosses. So many masculine relationships where we have repeated a pattern of relationship from our own biological lines. And our aim now is just to heal those. Continuing to feel disempowered to give love and receive love. With the masculine. The feminine energy heals here too, because it is, and we understand it now. We understand why it feels so cold and hard sometimes to enter the heart of a man. And I say man, I mean masculine energy. It feels cold and hard sometimes to try and enter. It feels like there's a wall, and there has been a wall. But we heal these attachments. These are not unhealthy attachments. These are cords of love and connection that last forever and ever. They are meant to exchange love, and it's totally safe to do that. We just simply need to heal so that the love and the energy of love and compassion can flow through them. So as you're considering the need for praise and approval from your Father, and sending compassion back to that relationship. This can be your biological father or your caretaker or the closest male individual to you who was maybe in a mentoring role with you. And just claiming your power to love. And saying, I release you. I release the need to receive praise and approval and affection from you. We reclaim that power because it's disempowering to continue to need it when we have so much to give. And the true power is in being able to allow it to flow from within. And so just imagining each of these relationships as they come to your mind: brother, father, teacher, lover, twin. And seeing that cord of connection from your heart to their heart. And just allowing that rose-colored light to flood from your heart into their heart. And in this way, you've reclaimed that channel of connection so that all that can be shared is love. All that can now be shared through these connections is the energy of love and compassion. And so it is. So coming back, bringing the awareness to the broader expanse of the heart. Breathing in and really noticing a greater sense of lightness here. Of release. And a feeling of peace. A stillness. A radiance. So I'm going to invite you from this space, we're just going to raise our vibration just a little bit higher. You can just do this with your intention. But this is where we must work when we raise our vibration, is from this open heart. Just drawing energy into the heart and allowing it to swell up and press against the collarbones. You may do this in your awareness with your breath, mirroring the process of breathing in, breathing light, pulling it into the heart, pressing against the collarbones, and expanding out. And try this with me a few times. And as you feel the energy being drawn into the heart space, as it presses against the collarbones, and just allow it to release outward and upward, like a fountain on each side, and the left and the right. You may feel it as such. You may feel it as a wave of vibration. And if you're not there yet, that's okay. This is your first time in this meditation. You can continue this practice on your own. It'll help you learn how to regulate your vibration and always raise your vibration from a place of love and compassion. Breathing into the heart space. Really connecting the heart space with the back of the body, the shoulder blades back there. Yeah. Allowing that rose-colored light to expand around and out the back of the body. Breathing in, filling the heart space, and expand it swells up in an arc from the left to the right, maybe even higher than our heads. Maybe the energy of the heart expands up over our heads and out, maybe a foot to the left and a foot to the right. And as we breathe into the heart, we feel that it expands just a little further, maybe just another half a foot to the left, half a foot above, and half a foot to the right. And again, expanding to the left, above, and to the right, all around. And so I'll just invite you for 2 or 3 more breaths to feel into this space of complete wholeheartedness. A completely full and open heart. Filling like a fountain from within, a never-ending fountain. And so we can begin to come back to the room, holding the vibration high. Wiggling the fingers and the toes, blinking the eyes. And as you're ready, you can come back to the screen. Take your time. Really take your time here. If you feel like you're in a very deep state, you can feel some of you are really deep with this. We're so glad that you joined us, and thank you for participating in this. I hope that you will come back to this recording again and again this week and continue to practice opening your heart space and raising your vibration. It's meant to be a tool for you to use and really grow and master the healing of the heart and the opening of the heart. So enjoy it and use it, and we'll see you at the next live meditation. Send your questions and comments below, and we'll answer them as we can. We love you so much. Enjoy your night or day, depending on where you are. See you next time. Bye.